I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Newton's Panthers.
Larry, with a beautiful skyline towering just to the right of us, you get a look inside Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And now on the heels of the pick 6, here's their offense on the field sooner than intended as they'll try to make it 8-0. Here's a toss coming right. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top. So
they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second. And, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion now. Last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak. But if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was because, let's be honest about it, losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you're in the Super Bowl. You're playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one, but this is a team that's built to be good for a long time.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Charles Johnson's stock in trade is coming off the edge and getting to the quarterback. He knows how to make some of those subtle moves inside to help in the run game, and he did it right there.
He's an athlete back in high school, played football, basketball, track, so he's a mobile guy.
Mobile guy, made a nice play against the run.
Ryan. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Charles Johnson in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. first carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Second down following the run. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. They'll roll him out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers. Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
We've been together a little while now, partner. How often do we actually describe tight ends as nifty? Because that's what I think of when I see Greg Olsen on the field. His ability to run routes, create space and separation, and make those catches downfield.
And sure consistent. The numbers the last couple years almost identical, and both over 1,000-yard seasons. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick: make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
To throw is Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Third and long, it's Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend the lead to 11-0. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. K1 short. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, Ryan. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Ryan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short. Coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. Oh, the spin. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
Can't go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey, and he'll bring this one inside the 35. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll try the air now with Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. From the 4-yard line, it's first and goal now. Here's Newton. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Newton on first down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So the run gets him the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, Hard to get them started again occasionally.
20. Ready?
On second down, here's Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Time running out here on the play clock. So that'll back him up 5. 10 yards still left on second down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Mike Adams. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On second down, McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. McCaffrey. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gano's kick is right through. And that's going to get this to a 14-0 lead now. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ryan will throw again. Caught on the right side by Jones. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. To throw on second down is Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now Newton on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And past the 30 down to about the 27. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
One last shot for Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are